I'm Matt Ramirez. I'm a new assistant professor at UNC Wilmington in the Department of Biology and Marine Biology, based at the Center for Marine Science. And my research here focuses on population and food web ecology, particularly as it relates to sea turtles and sea turtle populations. And ironically enough, before working with sea turtles on Bald Head Island, I was very terrestrial and hadn't done really any marine science work before. And so what was really interesting about joining Bald Head is that it sort of sent me on this career path that I didn't even expect beforehand to where I am now. When I became a sea turtle intern in the summer of 2011, my primary responsibilities were doing the nest monitoring and beach monitoring. So it was a lot of us going out at nighttime and doing the nighttime surveys of the beaches with ATVs, looking for nesting turtles and tagging them, working up the nests, adding cages over the nests to protect them, and then later on in the season, monitoring the hatchings and those sort of outreach events that happened around those. My summer was actually the summer they started building the education center building, so I haven't been back to Bald Head since then, but I'm sure it's turned into an amazing center. So it was really cool to sort of see the conservancy growing during the period that I was there that summer. Generally speaking, I think what I enjoyed the most about that summer experience was really getting to interact and become friends with and learn everything I can from all the other interns that were there with me that summer. The sort of friendships we formed during that summer really stick with me in my mind today, and it was just overall a wonderful experience, both in terms of learning as much as I could about sea turtle biology, which now sort of formed the foundation of my knowledge of these organisms that sort of turbocharged my career, but then also forming really cool memories with other group of other young environmental scientists. One of the other critical components of my internship period was doing these turtle talks, right? Interacting with the public, teaching them about sea turtle ecology and biology and what we were doing. That sort of initial training and exposure to public engagement also served as a huge foundation for me moving forward. So since that time, I've become really involved and interested in sea turtle biology and the science and conservation related to these organisms, but also in expanding opportunities for training of students, but then also public outreach and engagement at various sort of ages and educational levels. So those experiences as an intern really laid the groundwork for me in terms of building fundamental knowledge and engaging the public and interest in engaging the public that has served me throughout my career and got me to sort of where I am now. I ended up going on to grad school the year after to begin working on researching sea turtles, particularly their growth rates and population dynamics and how humans are interacting and impacting them. And that would not have been possible had I not done this internship on Bald Head Island, because I had not had the connections in the sea turtle world or the knowledge about these organisms. And so the experience and knowledge I gained that summer were really critical to putting me on the career path that I ultimately went on, and that ultimately brought me back here to Wilmington, which is a sort of interesting full circle for me. Excited about with returning to Wilmington in this capacity as a scientist, educator, and UNCW faculty is the possibility of reestablishing connections with Bald Head Island Conservancy and sort of forming collaborative research programs and educational programs and things along those lines.